Typically on my channel I review something new, but not this time. I'm going back to something that's disappearing. It's the Lexus IS500. One last look at it coming up on this latest review. So off the top, I mentioned that this was a review for something on the way out, and that's because this 2025 Lexus IS500 is the last model year that it will be produced. And I'm not talking about the IS in general. As far as I know, that's still ongoing, but the 500. And what is that? That is specifically the version with the 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 under the hood. This is the final year for the V8. Why is that? Well, take a look around. How many vehicles do you see anymore with V8s outside of pickup trucks and sports cars, let alone naturally aspirated, or even more to the point, how many V8s do you see in sedans, in performance cars? I mean, there's the Mustang, of course, with the GT, but outside of that, you know, in non-luxury brands, I mean, there aren't many left. You could see some still in BMWs and Mercedes, but, you know, in mainline brands, they're kind of gone. And that's because of a changing times. That's not to say that it's not a fun vehicle to drive. I mean, this 5-liter V8 puts out 472 horsepower, 395 pound-feet of torque. I mean, it's matted to your 8-speed automatic. It's a rear-wheel drive, 0 to 100 in 4.4 seconds. And it has that real meaty exhaust note, which V8s are known for. But it's in a market that really is moving away from that. There just isn't that demand anymore for this type of powertrain. If you've made it to this point, you probably like what you've seen. You're going down nostalgia road, but you're also likely not a subscriber, and I want to change that. Please subscribe to the Novak Report right now. I'm trying to grow my channel, and you can help me do so. There's about 5 to 7 videos a month that go up with auto, some travel, some other product reviews. But subscribe now, help me grow the channel, and thank you for doing so. Most performance vehicles that you see nowadays are dropping down to 6 cylinders, or even 4 in some cases, such as you see with some of the Mercedes AMG stuff. But they're also paired usually with a battery of some sort. You'll have plug-in hybrids, you'll have all electrics that have just incredible performance. And so when I was taking this vehicle out, I mean, I knew this was sort of on the way out the door, so it's kind of a reflective look. And I gotta admit, the IS design of itself has really not jumped into the Toyota and Lexus all new interior. It's still got a lot of the old school layout that I was used to. I mean, it has tons of buttons, tons of controls. It still has the trackpad, which, you know, at the time was kind of annoying, but just now for a bit of a retro feel to it, you know, it's kind of neat. The readout, the instrument cluster, how it still slides over, just all the way the tactile controls here. Even with the small screen, I don't mind it so much. I mean, heck, with this week, I'm so used to, and I get, part of the job is we get to drive something new every week, and it's always the latest and greatest, so maybe my bias has changed a bit, but, you know, I had no wireless charging here. I actually had to plug in to get my Android Auto going. What's up with that? I mean, it's normal for a lot of people who are in vehicles several years old, but for me, it was like, wow, this is old school again. Even with the sound system, this IS500, I mean, it still has, you know, your radio and your satellite, but man, it had something that I haven't been able to play with in a long time. Check this out. Another great throwback that you see in this IS500 is something that I really never see anymore in new vehicle reviews, and that's right here, a CD player. So let's knock some Frosh 80s and give this thing a test. See if I remember how to load these things still. I mean, I have lots of CDs, but oh, it's in. Hang on. Reading disc. With the Mark Levinson sound system? Oh, yes. So is seeing the V8 disappear a bad thing? Well, not really. I mean, technology has moved beyond the need for V8s, and really the one argument that is still holding it around is emotional. People still have that tie-in, that nostalgic love for the big engines, the V8s and the large displacements and that guttural growl, and I get all that. But change always happens. And you know, I myself, look at me, as if you follow my channel, if you're one of my subscribers, you know I'm a big EV advocate. You know I've done a lot of work in sustainability. But here I am admitting to you that I like vehicles like this. I enjoy my time with this V8. But it's okay to say that. It's okay to say that I'm very pro EV. I'm very pro progressive, moving towards better, more sustainable technologies. But it's okay to also say that I like these. And that's something I think too often in our dialogue, we have these entrenched camps where, you know, EVs suck or the worst, or, you know, all this, or save the manuals, or all these arguments we hear, and there just seems to be, you know, no acceptance. Most of it is out of resistance. I don't want to change. You can't make me change. I get that, but it's okay. It's okay to say that this was great, but it's time to move on. And that's what we're doing here. And I think Lexus has understood that. You know, they're still begrudgingly, you know, moving towards electric. I mean, they're more on hybrids than full electrics, and that's for another discussion. But in this case here, it's all right. We loved it. We had fun. It's time to move on. All good things come to an end, and I guess that's the case with this V8 in the IS500. I enjoyed it, but as I said, it's time to move on. But what do you think? Should they keep it? Should they keep going with the IS500? Would you buy one if it was still around? Let me know. Give me a comment. Drop me a like if you enjoyed this video, and share it with others. If you're not subscribed to the Novak Report, please consider doing so. And if you are subscribed, make sure you ring the bell so you get notified of every time I upload something new. That's it for now. I'm Novak. Thanks for watching.